Since my last vlog, the summer solstice has come and gone, and we are well into a new month. July brings a lot of changes to Scotland. The land shifts from vibrant greens of the fresh spring growth to deeper and more golden tones, or as I like to say, it's well toasted. We've had lots of rain and lots of sun, which means the gardens are flourishing. I'm so lucky to live in a neighborhood where people enjoy working in their gardens, which provides so much dreamy visual interest on my daily walks. With the lockdown easing slightly in Scotland, I've been venturing a bit further from home, and luckily we don't live too far from the coast, and I'm able to spend more time exploring these really unique places and soaking up so much inspiration. I've been busy working on a new series of paintings and planning for some upcoming road trips, which I'll definitely share when the time comes. But I've had to postpone a couple of times due to weather, but I'll find my window of opportunity and make the most of it. The summer is a bit tricky for me when it comes to creating videos, as I feel the need to take full advantage of this beautiful weather, and I'm much less inclined to sitting in my studio editing. I've realized I'm a very seasonal artist, which means I like to embrace the energy of whichever season I'm in, and I let it pull me in whatever direction it desires. Lately, I'm wondering if I'm in control or if I'm just feeding my inner artist so she can thrive. Either way, it has led to some truly beautiful moments, and the older I get, the more I cherish the quiet beauty around me. Ever since our camping trip to the Cairngorms, I've been so excited to go on another wild camping trip. But as we are waiting for good weather on the West Coast, we've just been wandering around the local countryside whenever we get a chance. So usually late evenings and weekends. And recently, Wolfie's mom visited us, so we took her to some of our favorite local forests, and we also took a trip down to the Clan Grant Memorial, which is this beautiful little memorial site tucked away in the mountains, and we just wandered around paying our respects and reading as much of the information and tombstones that we could, because some of them were very, very old, and they actually would tell you about the person's life or how they passed away, and it was just an interesting way to connect to her history. I hope you aren't getting spooky vibes. I honestly felt like it was so peaceful and calm there, and it really reminds me to be thankful for every moment I have. And then, even though the rain didn't let up, we went for a long walk at the Frank Bruce Sculpture Trail in Feshie, which is full of large sculptures made from reclaimed trees and boulders. I found it to be a lot of fun observing these thought-provoking sculptures, which have quite a range of themes, from Scottish history to politics and even humanity itself. And as you might expect, the natural materials are fading over time, and soon they will return to the earth as the artist intended. Some of the larger ones are already laying low and going to sleep under new blankets of moss. And more recently, Wolfie and I headed down to Edinburgh for my tattoo appointment. We were only there for one night, so when we arrived, we checked into our cute little hotel and then we took a little wander and I did some street photography, which was the first time I had done that in years, and it was a lot of fun. It's a commentary on society.
No, it isn't.
Oh, thank goodness for Wolfie's patience. He's a saint in these situations. I sometimes get a little carried away taking photos. So after a while of walking around, we were starving, so we went back to the hotel and started our date night with some appetizers and drinks. And I can highly recommend this restaurant at the Malmaison. It was delicious and also had some of the biggest olives I've ever seen. We really lucked out with weather too, and we had a really lovely time sitting outside on the patio. But of course that meant I was constantly distracted by things around me and I just kept jumping up to take more photos. Again, I am just so thankful for Wolfie's patience. It might be kind of obvious by now, but my street photography style is kind of more abstract and not focused so much on people in the environment, but finding interesting compositions within the different elements I see of the built environment. As the night went on, it got a little bit chilly, so we moved inside for dinner, which was delicious. And then we took a nice long stroll to sort of work off some of that fullness and enjoyed the lights around the canal in the Leith district. And then the next morning it was time for my tattoo with Laura Young at her new studio, which I can't quite pronounce, but there's the name. They had recently moved and renovated into this space and it was just so calm and had really, really chill vibes. It was perfect, and because I was getting my first hand tattoo, I was pretty nervous, but she made the whole experience really wonderful. So thank you, Laura, from the bottom of my heart. I absolutely love my new tattoo. It smells like candy. Between my roses, the sweet peas behind me, and a bunch of other plants that are growing around here. July is definitely a beautiful time in Scotland, and it's different each year, obviously, but The last couple years especially, it's been like the month of flowers, the month of sun, and just, I don't know, just a really good vibe. There's a lot going on in July this year. It seems like we've scheduled like all of our social events for the whole year in July. So, like the tattoo appointment, going down to the city took a lot of energy. And I have to admit, the last few months I have been low on energy. I have to really force myself to get out the door and go paint outside, and all the other adventures you see on either my art channel or here. It's like a struggle, let alone like finding the time to edit everything. So it's been difficult, but I'm just getting through it. I'm just tired all the time. Like even if I get 9 hours of sleep, I'm just utterly exhausted. So who knows what that is, but just trying to enjoy the summer as best as I can because it's really beautiful. And so next week we have a wedding to go to, and then after that I might finally be able to go on my little mini road trip that I have been planning forever. And I'm gonna be exhausted, of course, but I'm just so excited to see the West Coast and the mountains, and so of course I'll be sharing that afterwards. But I hope you are all staying well, being healthy and safe, and if it's summer where you are, I hope you're able to enjoy it too. So I'm actually going to go start editing this vlog because it's probably going to take a while. But I will see you all again soon. Take care.